In the last video, we looked at how to create a basic window in TK using tkinter and Python, and we also created a canvas that we can draw on and put that into our main window, and we're able to draw a line on that. In this video, we're going to look at a couple other different widgets that we can use in tkinter that allow the user of the application to interact with the program. So remember, a widget is a control that either conveys information or allows interactivity in some way. And so the widgets we're going to look at in this video are the label widget and the button widget. And so we're going to create one or two of each of those things and see how they work. So we've got the same program from the last video with our main window and our canvas. I'm going to add to it. Remember, this main loop function that belongs to the main window is how we sort of kick off the application. So any setup that we want to do, we want that to happen before the call to the main loop function that you see here. So let's create a few widgets. So put a comment there, add some widgets, and I'm going to create a label, and I'm going to call it label. So label equals a TK label, and you'll notice again that you get a little pop-up there that kind of tells you what's expected in the argument list. Master again is the parent container of this widget, which in our case is the main window. So main window. And then there are a variety of keyword arguments. These are parameters that are specified with keywords. And you've used these. For instance, in the canvas up here, we said width equals 600 and height equals 300. These are called keyword arguments because you specify their values with a keyword rather than just separating them by commas. You can specify some or all of the keyword arguments by taking the value and prepending that with the keyword and the equal sign. So for a label, we think about, okay, well, what does a label do? It conveys information, or it labels something. So labels generally have text that go along with them, and so text is one of the keyword arguments for a label. And so I'm going to say that the text for my label is going to be, here's a label. Okay, great. I've created a label widget. It is set to have its parent be my main window. It's not yet been allocated space on that main window. In order to do that, we're going to use the pack function like we did for the canvas up here. We'll be talking more about pack in a future video, but for now, pack is going to basically pack this label beneath the canvas at this point. Okay, and we can run this and see what happens. Save that. And we get a little application. Let me move that over. And you can see I've got my canvas up top with the line that we had drawn before. And then beneath that, we have my label. Here's a label. Okay? Great. Let's add a button. I'm going to call my button unoriginally button. And that's going to be a TK button. Whoops. Again, the parent is the main window. That's where we want to put the button in. And buttons also have text. So here's the text for my button. It's going to be press me. Okay. And once again, I need to allocate space in the main window for that button. So I'm going to use the pack method, pack function. And that again will pack the button beneath the label, which is beneath the canvas. If we run that, there you go. We've got our canvas up top, a label, and a button. And we can press the button. It doesn't do anything at this point, but we can do that. Play around. You can add other labels, add other buttons. We can have multiple buttons, multiple labels. And you can also look, kind of Google TK label and TK button to see what other keyword arguments you can place here. So there are other ways that you can configure labels, buttons, and other widgets to look the way you want or to kind of behave the way you want. So take a look at those things, play around, see if you can make an application with these three widgets, a canvas, a label, and a button, and then come back and see the next video.